Now let's talk about this wraparound bridge. And this is one of the items, one of the elements in the guitar that just turned out, frankly, way better than I dreamed possible. It's called a Resumix Bridge. It's made by Graphtech, and it really is cool. They call it a wraparound because the strings actually feed through from the front of the bridge, out the back, and then back up over the saddles. Now, typically this type of bridge does not have the adjustable saddles on it, and of course they're built in, as you can see, which is a big plus. With this type of bridge, your string comes back and anchors directly to the bridge. It's not simply sitting on top of a saddle and then proceeding past it into a stop piece or a tail piece. If you take that type of bridge, a bridge that has, let's say, adjustments, but where the string just sits on top and then goes back to another stop piece, you can actually lift that string off the saddle with your fingers. There's not an extreme amount of pressure on there. With this, even compared with a regular wraparound bridge, which is just a round bar where the string comes along, hits that top point in the curve, and then rolls back. With this saddle, you define that point of contact, you make it more focused, and you further increase the intensity of the bearing pressure. And as you can see, there isn't even a quarter of an inch distance between where that string seats on the saddle and where it hits the back of the bridge. So you get incredible attack, incredible sustain. Also, the bridge is a low profile bridge, so the bridge sits very low to the body. As you can see, it's not sitting up there like spare parts above the body. And what that means is that you have a shorter stud anchor. Those studs stick up very little out of the body, and because of that, they're not vibrating and they're not taking energy off the string. So again, it creates incredible string performance. The width of this thing, the width of the bridge itself, gives you a long throw for adjustment, so the intonation is really easy, really accurate, and as you can see, there's enough distance in that adjustment path that the bridge doesn't have to sit at such a severe angle. And in fact, I think we could have it actually so that the front leading edge was parallel with the pickup. That width also, coupled with the fact that the top of the adjustment stud is really shallow and rounded off beautifully on the edges. So when you put the butt of your hand on those strings or on that bridge, it feels just incredibly comfortable. Normally, this bridge is much thinner and those studs are high and almost squared off on the top. So incredibly comfortable. Also, that low profile means that material is going to be more likely to flex a little bit. The bridge is also made out of aluminum, which is a wonderful thing in this context because that material, because it's going to resonate, has a sweetness to it. And there again is another one of those areas where we're able to factor in some of that mid-range warmth that is defined, okay? Because this is aluminum, and it's hard to imagine because very often when we think of metal, what kind of tone would metal have? But aluminum actually has a kind of a sweetness to it.